Welcome to a book haul in which I look real special. My hair, I'm going on like 6-day hair here, and I'm not even gonna try and make it look any better. And you can see my kitchen because I wanted to sit on a couch today. Like I said, this is a book haul, so this is gonna be my June and July book haul. I bought a lot of books in June, less books in July. I bought more than I was planning. However, I've been buying a few Sarina Bowen books every month from her signed paperback shop, and she was closing her shop at the end of June until like November, so I ended up just buying like a crap ton. Not everything, but a lot. So that was a huge factor, you know. So first were two like impulse purchases, kind of. I bought them at Ollie's. I've talked about them before. They are an overstock store, so if you have one near you, I suggest checking it out for books. Like mine has a pretty big book section, but I find it doesn't change that often. But you can get stuff really cheap. So these two were just impulse purchases. We were killing time between my cousin's two dance recitals, so you know. But the first one is the Imagineering Workout by the Disney Imagineers. I kind of wish it was only $4. I kind of wish I had bought multiples of these because it's like activities and stuff, and then I could like do them multiple times or whatever. But I'm pretty excited about this. And then the other one, they only had one of these, and I can't believe I bought it, but it was $3, and whatever, don't judge me. It's all about my cat. A great place to record, store, and manage all the details of your pet's life. And it's like one of those like baby books that you get when you have a baby to like record like, I don't know, like their first like moments and everything, like first meal, first collar, put pictures and stuff. And I have no, and then they have like recipes and stuff, and like you can keep track of their health stuff. I have no idea if I will actually use this, but I figured whatever, it was cute, I would buy it. I think it's British because it has the original price is in pounds, so I don't know. And I haven't had my cat since he was a kitten. He was a stray, and he was rehomed to me from his home that he went to from like his shelter. So, but I do have some kitten pictures from his previous owners that she has sent me, so he's being really good. So I bought that, whatever. So I did buy 3 books from Thrift Books. Mostly I bought new releases and those signed books, so not a ton from Thrift Books this month, or this time, but I got I think this is called Castles Ever After series by Tessa Dare. So Romancing the Duke, Say Yes to the, I feel like it's Marquis or Marquis, I say Marquise, I don't care, and When a Scot Ties the Knot. And I have read these before. I just wanted to like flesh out my Tessa Dare collection. It is almost complete. I think there are a couple like really old backlists that I don't have yet, but I'm definitely getting there. Let's see. Oh, and so then oh no, my bookmark fell out. That's so sad. I know where I was though. It's fine. It's fine. So then I am currently reading at night. I've talked about this before. I have a nighttime read, and I am rereading Emma by Jane Austen, and I wanted a new edition of Emma because mine is mass market paperback, and it's kind of big, so it's a little hard to read. Ideally, I want really pretty Austen editions. Even the ones I don't really like, I would buy if they matched, and I'm still looking for stuff. So I found this book, and I thought it was really pretty, and it is really pretty, but it's freaking huge. So, and it was really cheap, so it wasn't like worth sending it back, but it's just so big. It's like really hard to read because it's like literally like okay, I was gonna say it's like an 1.5 by 11, but it is not that big, but it's huge. And so it's really hard to read. So I actually am just reading my mass market paperback, but I'm keeping track in here too. I don't know. It is a really pretty cover, but it's a little big for me to comfortably read. I read like the first like 5 or 6 chapters in here, and then I had to give up. Like I'm on page 66 in here. I'm on chapter 17, and I feel like I've gotten nowhere looking at this edition, but I'm on page like 150 in the mass market. Let's talk Sarina Bowen, I guess. So for Sarina Bowen, I did buy, she listed in the paperback shop her new June release, which was Super Fan, which I've already read. I'll talk about it in my wrap up. And so I got this signed, and then 3 of the True North books. So I got Bittersweet and Keepsake, which are books 1 and 3. I already owned book 2 signed, and I've read these before. And then I got Fireworks, which is the most recent book. It is book 6, I think. And this I have not read yet, but hopefully soon. Hopefully I will have already read it by the time you're seeing this, because it's on my reading rush TBR. And then I was working on fleshing out my, oh, I'm missing a book. So I was fleshing out my Ivy Years collection. So I got The Understatement of the Year, which is book 3. The Shameless Hour, which is book 4, and The 15th Minute, which is book 5. I want to reread these so bad, especially The Shameless Hour. I think I've only read it once, which is crazy. And then I got Extra Credit, which is a bind-up of 3 Ivy Years novellas. So it's Blonde Date, which I have not read, Studley Period, which was a serial release last year, so I have read that. And then Yesterday, which I have not read. I think that might be like a new one just for this, but that's a Riker and Graham like novella, who are from The Understatement of the Year. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've always wanted to read Blonde Date, but I've never like bought it. And I may or may not end up buying Blonde Date as its own paperback someday. I don't know. And then some other one more Sarina Bowen book. I lied. Ooh, I bought Brooklyn Air, which is book 4. So it's book 1. It's like technically like a new series in the Brooklyn series. I think just because the first 3 books in the Brooklyn Bruiser series are traditionally published, and then with Brooklyn Air it starts being self-published, so that's probably why there's a change. And I really want to reread this too. If you don't know, I want to reread like everything. And so then for other signed stuff, I got Krista and Becca Richie. Oh my gosh, so I'm almost complete with my collection for them. I'm only missing 1 book of all of theirs, and that's Tangled Like Us. And all but 4 of my books that I own are signed, and I've already pre-ordered The Last Hope, which, you guys, it comes out next month. I just finished my e-arc. I was like crying, and the Raging Ones was amazing. The Last Hope, honestly, like, I love Krista and Becca. I love everything they write. I think The Last Hope is their best book, which is just mind-blowing to me. I have no idea how I'm gonna write a review for it because it's just so good. I cannot wait to own it, and then I cannot wait to listen to it on audio, because I'm assuming it'll be the same narrators as the Raging Ones, and they were fantastic. And I feel like I'm not gonna be able to listen to it on my way to work because I feel like I'm just gonna bawl my eyes out. It's so good. Anyway, but I bought Amor Amor and Infini, which I have read before. Obviously, I've read everything Krista and Becca have written. So these are companion novels. They are separate from like the Calloway and Addicted series and stuff. And please read these. Please buy and read these books because I need you to buy and read them so that they will be motivated to write more. Because I need more in this world. I need a Katya story and I need a Camilla story. Oh, so bad. And I know Infini did not do very well. So they've really had to back burner this, and that makes me so sad. Like, one of my goals in life basically is to become really rich and then just like sponsor them, like old school like patronage, and be like, but how much money do I have to pay you to write me a book? And these are both signed, and this one I had asked in their paperback shop. I had seen other people get stuff like this, if Thora, who is the main character, could write me a note. And so it is signed by Krista and Becca. And then on the next page, Thora wrote me a note, which is so nice. This book, when I originally read it, came at a really important time in my life and was really impactful, so it means a lot to me. But got those. And then oh my gosh, okay. And then I picked up Poisoned Blade and Buried Heart by Kate Elliott, which are the second and third books in the Court of Fives trilogy. I just finished Poisoned Blade yesterday. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I just finished Poisoned Blade yesterday, and then I will try to read Buried Heart next month. This is a YA fantasy series I've never heard of before. Right now it's a solid 3 stars. I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it. Let's see. And so then this book has like some weird like grease mark on it or something, totally from me, not from Amazon, and that is Prince Charming by Rachel Hawkins. So this is it was called Royals, and I want to get Her Royal Highness, which is the companion novel to this, hopefully next month. But this is YA. I feel like people really like it, and I thought it was good. And then I got some newer releases. So I got Waiting for Tom Hanks by Carrie Winfrey, which is like a YA contemporary. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Again, hopefully I will have read this by the time you are seeing this because it is on my Reading Rush TBR. This is YA male contemporary romance. I think it's like the president's son, and is he a prince? I think he's a British prince. What is my, I feel like my cat is doing something. Murphy, are you misbehaving? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry if you can hear like a bunch of fans. I'm not turning them off. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this though. And then I got Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina May Safi, which I was interested in. It's YA contemporary and it's female. Why is that so weird to say? Male just like rolls off the tongue. Is that why people say sapphic romance all the time? Is that just easier? I don't like that word. I don't know why. But I know Lala recently read this and she really liked it. She said it was exactly what she wanted. And I have never read like a lesbian romance. Right? I know there's been like lesbian side characters in stories, but I don't think I've ever read one where it was the main storyline. And I've always been really apprehensive because I feel like I've heard more complaints about the writing of those than like male romances. So I'm like really apprehensive. But Lala really liked this. So yeah, and I will be honest, I was initially drawn to this book when I saw the cover because this girl, like if I look at her for a really long time, it's not the case. But this girl looks so much like the actress that plays Gia on Timeless on NBC. R.I.P. Timeless. R.I.P. Which was such a great show, and she was one of my favorite characters. I feel like they have similar like noses or something, so like when I like first see it, I'm like, oh, Gia, and then like I just get this warm feeling in my heart because I love her. Oh, and this is a hate to love story, which is one of my favorite tropes, so I'm really excited about it. And it's so pretty. Is this cover not? It has like the same kind of, I think I just really like this. What are you called? Why are you hiding? My Life Next Door has like a similar treatment to it where it's like flowery and tree-y up here, and I really like that. Okay, I've talked to you. And then the last book I got is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, and this is YA fantasy, and I'm assuming it's a standalone because it doesn't say anything about being a series on Goodreads. I hope that's true because that was half the reason I wanted this. And this is the Owl Crate exclusive edition. The regular one is green, and I picked this up. I had heard about this. It's like libraries are like dangerous, or magic is dangerous, and there's libraries, and this girl works in a library. I don't know, but it sounded really interesting. So I had put it on my list to buy, and then I saw that it was the Owl Crate book for June, so I proceeded to stalk the Owl Crate website and their Instagram for them to upload extra boxes of this, and I was able to get one. And I also may have gotten a 6-month subscription to Owl Crate, which I've always put off, but I've decided. So they released the teasers for August, and one of them, they said they would have something for Daughter of the Pirate King, which I really liked, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, you know what, I'll just do several months and see if I like it, and if I don't like it after 6 months, then I'll cancel. But I'm gonna give it a try, and it'll be the only subscription box I subscribe to. Words are hard, so I'm not afraid of getting duplicates or anything like that. So yeah, but I am really excited about this, and I feel like I'm kind of behind in my YA fantasy reading and stuff. There is a chance this will become the purple book I read for the reading rush, but I'm gonna try really hard for that not to happen because it is pretty big, like for a readathon, like, so, you know. But those are the books that I got in June and July. It was a lot. It was a lot more than I was planning on buying. So, you know, but it's okay, whatever, it's fine. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.